Recently, we got a question about the damper, which is the unit that basically allows the cold air to float from your freezer over to your fridge, and how can you test it? So let me start this off by saying I am not a professional. I am not a certified electronic repair person. I just know things and fix stuff. The information I'm going to share is sort of my best knowledge. So, take it with a grain of salt and do some research if you really want to get into this. But here's what we know. This device is fairly simple. It's just a styrofoam block. It has the flap and a power cable coming out of it. There's not a lot that you can do to this unit. It is completely sealed up from what I've seen looking at the pictures. It's just the one cable. You can't really see inside of it while it's working. Now, I'll go ahead and put a picture up. This is going to sort of show you where this is at in the diagram. I'll also show you what mine looks like. As you see in this picture, this is what a new one looks like if you buy it from one of the websites out there that sells all the parts. So the damper is located right here in the left-hand corner. There's basically a single 1/4-inch bolt right through this hole that holds the cover on. Once you pull this cover off, there's a plug right here that you have to unplug, and the whole thing just comes out. It's literally like a super quick 5-minute change to undo it. So taking this one bolt out, letting the unit kind of hang down but still wired up, once the heat in here gets warm, it should actually try to put more cold air in, and it should flip that over. So that might be the best way of testing it to see if it's bad. Now, it's possible that you can go ahead and disassemble the unit and kind of hold it out, still connected, and see if you see the flap moving. But it's not very easy. Now, the unit...
every time you say unit, I think...
Now, the fridge does have a technician-only testing mode that it can go through and look at things, but it doesn't look like the damper is one of the things you can check. So that's why I think that there really is no real option to figure out if it's working versus the can you hear it spinning, or can you remove it a little bit and see the flap moving. Now, there might be a way of actually disassembling or taking it out and actually putting meters on the pins, or actually putting voltage directly on the pins. That information may be out on the internet somewhere. I do not actually have it. It might be worth gambling the money and just saying, hey, I think this is a bad one. I'm going to go ahead and just replace it. If it's been long enough that you suspect the part could go bad, it probably doesn't hurt to replace it anyway. But overall, there is not an easy way while everything is just sitting there installed to check it. The built-in menus don't have an option that I can tell, and there's no easy way to see inside of it while it's there. So I will put links in the description below to sort of the information that I was able to find. Again, it's not a lot. And keep in mind, I am not a professional. I am not a technician. If anyone out there happens to know a lot more about this than I do and actually wants to respond, please add it into the comments below. If you're here because you're experiencing some problems with your fridge, there are other videos in this series that may have some additional information. So if you watch over here, some of these may actually give you what you're looking for.
How many times do you think you said unit in today's video?